This week on Steel Horse Thunder, we head to Anderson for the Madison County Biker Died Here ride.
What we do is if you're a biker and you've died in Madison County, we want to try to get a monument up before you're at your crash site.
Then we get to present the 2017 Steel Horse Thunder Extra Step Award to a very special lady. And I can't tell you how much the reason it's so successful is because of this woman right here, Deb.
Steel Horse is brought to you by Leidendorf Law, with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
Hey, it's Thursday Night Bike Night. I'm here with Dan Yohe. He's the official realtor of Steel Horse Thunder. You know, Dan, we got a chance to meet you a few weeks ago. Tell me a little bit about the services that you provide.
Well, obviously, I'm here to help represent anyone, whether you're looking to buy the home of your future or to sell the current home that you're in. I'm happy to answer any questions that anybody has for me, no obligation at all. And if you want to know what your home's worth, happy to help you with that. If you have questions about inspections or what to get prepared for, I'm happy to help you with that as well.
Good deal. And I know we see you out here at Bike Night quite a bit. I know you're going to be at some of the rides this year, and you're pretty easily approachable. And so when you see Dan out there, if you got some questions, make sure you stop by and talk to him.
Absolutely.
Don't look now. Crambo's isn't just paint. It's your one-stop shop for motorcycle gear, parts, and service. Crambo's, voted the Indy A-List #1 motorcycle shop 2 years running, has expanded with the state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment for tuning your fuel-injected Harley and a new paint facility to make your bike stand out from all the others. Crambo's also has a new retail area complete with leather, chrome, audio, and all your parts and service needs. Crambo's, voted #1 for a reason.
You have been injured in an automobile collision, and suddenly your vocabulary has been expanded to include terms totally unfamiliar to you. We know accidents can be overwhelming to the injured victims and their families. You know you can put your trust in the familiar faces of Leidendorf Law. We take care of you and your family so that you can focus on recovering from your injuries. Leidendorf Law, like family, because we are.
Hey, our first ride this morning is in Anderson, Indiana. Cindy and I couldn't be there, but a crew went up there to cover the ride for us. And you know, this year, every charity ride is sponsored by 36 Saloon out in Rockville, Indiana. If you haven't been there yet, I don't know what's wrong with you, because this place has got to be one of the coolest places in the world. What do you think about 36 Saloon?
You know, 36 Saloon is so cool. They have the outdoor bar, they have the indoor seating, they have all that stuff. It's so cool up there. I love it.
And you know, we talk about all the time the food, how great their food is, but I'm telling you what, even on a Saturday, just to ride out there, I love to go to the hog pit and just order like the jumbo pretzels with their beer cheese, and a cold beer. My gosh, it just doesn't get any better than that.
It doesn't. Their appetizers are amazing.
Yes, it is. All right, all that said and done, we're going to take a look now up in Anderson.
Well, normally when you tune into Steel Horse Thunder, you see Scott and Cindy's beautiful faces. Unfortunately, this morning you're stuck with both of us. This is, on a serious note, this is Sunday Memorial Day weekend, and Scott and Cindy take this weekend to honor their son who committed suicide on this day 11 years ago. And on Memorial Day weekend, we honor our veterans and our military. But today we're at a really cool ride. We ran into these people last year, and their cause was amazing. We said, we've got to cover their ride. So we are honoring fallen motorcyclists today. Can you explain what this ride is and what we're doing today?
We're putting up more monuments to where the bikers have crashed at, to not only bring awareness to the cars and everything, the other bikers, to realize for some reason somebody went down there, and you can just look at the area and try to figure it out. If it's an intersection, you kind of know maybe somebody pulled out in front of them or something like that. If it's in a curve, maybe the biker lost it. Either way, we got a lot of bikers dying here in Madison County, and we're trying to get it out there to where people realize, some kind of awareness.
You have a story that dates way back, how you got started doing this. Can you tell me about Jamie?
Jamie Cyphers. I used to babysit him when I was 12. He was like 6'8", somewhere in there. And later on in life, he grew up, got a bike. He had a crash on South Drive and Madison Avenue. There's been a little cross there ever since like 1988, 89. It kept falling apart, and we knew we had to do something to make sure it stayed together and stayed up. So we come up with building the monuments and getting them out there at all the crash sites.
All right, and tell me a little bit about where we're going today, who we're going to do monuments for, and just kind of a little the track that we're going on today.
The route today is kind of long. That's what the Memorial Day ride does. We do another ride in October where we try to get as many up as we can. We got 10 up last year in October, but it was all right here around Anderson. Today's ride, we're going over on the other side of Marklettville, LaPel, Pendleton, Elwood, back to Anderson, Alexandria, which is almost a 90-mile ride today.
All right, James, it's a hot day, but it's a great cause. So tell me why you decided to come on this ride.
Well, first of all, I ride for any biker that died anywhere throughout the United States. And second of all, my daughter passed away 2 years ago from congenital heart defect. Every year we throw a benefit ride in her honor. This year is going to be the second annual ride. It's going to be June 24th on a Sunday. I look forward to having anyone and everyone that can come, please come. It's the only ride in the whole state that rides for CHD.
All right, and where's the ride taking place at?
It's taking place here in Anderson. We are leaving the FOP building off of Mounds Road behind Mounds Power Sports, and we're going to her graveyard, and then we're got a few stops to make and coming back to the FOP building for lots of fun and games.
That sounds like a great ride. Only ride in the state. That's
only ride in the whole state that fights for CHD.
Tell me a little bit about your daughter.
She was a month and 1 day old. She was born with a very, very bad heart. She had her first open heart surgery before she was even 19 hours old. She had 4 surgeries in 1 month. She finally ended up having a brain aneurysm, and they pretty much didn't want to operate anymore after that.
Well, there's no better way to honor her than put on a ride every year and remember her. And what a fighting spirit that little one had, huh?
Yes, sir. She fought every day, no matter what. Her eyes were open until her very last breath. She moved her arms. She looked at us. The only thing she couldn't do was speak or talk or make noise.
Beth, you did something pretty important with this ride. You actually painted the memorials that we're going to put up today, correct?
Yes, I did.
And how did that come about? Why did you decide that that was something you wanted to do?
Well, I'm a very crafty person, and I always try to give something to the whatever it may be for a death or whatever. So I just wanted to pitch in and help, and this is the way that I can do it crafty.
And I've been told that you guys do a lot of benefit rides up in this area, and you guys are just a big family doing everything you can to help other people, right?
That's right. We're here for each other, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I love my friends and my family, and all bikers are my family.
All right. Well, have a safe ride today, and thank you so much for painting memorials. That means a lot to everyone.
Thank you. I love doing that.
Last year we did the first ride, and we lost a young lady out on Scatterfield, and I can't remember what the name is. Right in front of Applebee's, there's an intersection there. Guy turned out in front of them. They hit. The guy driving the bike was hospitalized in Annapolis. He's up moving around fine now. But she was thrown over and hit a pole and killed her. The fund that time, we give it 25% of the fund. The first ride, we didn't hit it very hard with getting sponsors and stuff. We only gathered $1,500, so her part of it was right at $400 and some. We met here on, she died on Friday night. We put a post out on Saturday night. We were going to take the kids their money at 6:30 on Sunday night. We had 60 bikes here. We passed the can around again. We got there. We gave them the $400 for Madison County Biker Died Here, and then we opened that can. Got it up to $1,400. Then somebody threw in a $100 bill, and the kids just kept counting. It was so cool. They got up to $2,045 on it for the first one.
Absolutely incredible. Well, hopefully you guys are going to be doing this for many, many years. It's a great cause, and unfortunately we do lose bikers. But
something else about that one there. The kids, the couple wasn't engaged, so they were about to have 3 stepbrothers, and they wanted to split their $2,000 with them other kids. We're like, no, you guys keep your money, and we'll do something different for them. So the next weekend, we went back out to that crash site, and there was probably 50 bikers in that intersection all around there with helmets. For 4 hours, we panhandled. We got each one of them kids $1,000 a piece. So 5,000 something off of just that one accident. Last year we did $8,200 is what we paid out to fallen bikers' families.
Kevin, I know you are have a very personal touch with this ride. Can you tell me what brings you out?
I'm coming here because we were putting up a marker for my cousin Sonny and also my brother Dan.
So you have two family members that we're going to be honoring today with memorials.
Yes.
All right, and can you tell me what happened with your cousin?
He was just riding at night, headed home to his wife and kid, and just ran off the road, straight off, hit a pole. Don't know if he was ran off the road or what, but thought he'd take the ditch and wasn't planning on the telephone pole being there, and that was about the end of it.
All right, Chris, we're out here. We've just put the memorial up. Tell me a little bit about your son.
Eli was amazing. He was 19 years old. He was a great kid, loved to ride, started riding him when he was 4 with dirt bikes, rode for 15 years. He led worship with his mom at the church. Everybody loved Eli. Eli was the sweetest kid you could ever imagine. Loved Harleys, loved people, loved God. It was just an incredible kid. I couldn't have asked for a better son.
And there's over 100 bikes here.
This is amazing, absolutely amazing. Just saw the group as we were trying to head up and was blown away. This is like his funeral, that we had like this at his funeral. This is awesome. This is the most amazing ministry. Bless my heart, bless my wife. What a memorial to my son. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Well, we're thinking and praying for you, and thank you so much for coming out here in this memorial.
Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless.
And you also have an older brother that we're having a memorial. Can you tell me a little bit about him?
He was 35, headed to work, and it was foggy that morning. And he was headed to work. Guy coming behind him or the other direction was going too fast on the wrong side of the road and just hit him head on, and pretty much ended it right there. So he was only 4 miles from the house when it happened.
You said family job. I mean, just minding his own business, huh?
Yep, family job. He was headed to drive his truck. He worked for Abrasive Products in Fortville, but that was it.
So it must mean a lot to you to see all these people come out and actually going to be at the memorial with you. I mean, it's good. There's going to be a lot of heavy hearts.
Yeah, it does. It is, and this is the second one. I was on the first one, and I'm on this one too. So this one's just closer, a little bit harder.
And I understand John did not go by John Smith. Go ahead and tell me what he went by, and I'll beep it out.
He went by Smitty. That's just the way it was all his life.
You knew him a very, very long time, didn't you?
Long time. He got taken away, went to Vietnam, come back and tried to enjoy life. Always rode Harleys forever. And he rode the Vietnam Vets Motorcycle Club out of Anderson. He was a good dude. A lot of people knew him. Everybody's getting old, man, but he died on his bike, and that's the way I want to go if I go.
Well, I hope it's not too soon. But thank you for being here. And how cool is this? And how cool is this? You got all these bikes out here.
This is great.
All right, I'm here with Catherine, Rick's daughter. Just tell me a little bit about Rick.
He was a great man. He's had a motorcycle ever since I can remember. He loved the ride, and he always done things like these rides today. He's a very good man.
And do you have a story about Rick that you remember?
just he's always on motorcycles, always taking trips, and he ride every summer to California. That's about it.
And what's it been like working with this group to put this memorial together?
They are wonderful, and I've read through their Facebook, and they do a lot of good charities, and I'm really thankful that they've done this for my dad, and I think that it's a great thing that they are doing for everybody.
Well, thank you for being here. I'm so sorry for your loss, but hopefully this can put a little smile on your face on a tough day. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'm with Caitlin and LaDonna, and they are riding today for somebody very special. Can you tell me about that special person?
Andrew Kerstead. He was pretty much a good person all around, a cousin, great friend, great kid. Amazing guy, completely.
And can you tell me what happened to him?
It was December 28th. He lost his life due to a lady that did not yield to a yellow light. Ran over him, so we lost him on that day.
And both of you were really close to him, and he sounds like a pretty amazing guy, huh?
Yeah, he was really great. He could light up the room with just a smile.
And just did he live with you? Is that right?
Yeah.
So tell me about what was it like living with a 22-year-old motorcycle rider?
Never a dull day. Andrew was the type of kid who would do anything for anybody and never ask for anything in return. Very special, very intelligent. He was in maintenance at Brockway Glass when this happened. It was an awful blow to the whole family. So we're just very blessed that you guys are here today to put this ride on for everyone who has fallen in Madison County.
Well, we wouldn't miss it. So today when you're riding, what are you going to be thinking about him? Any memories or anything in particular?
Just all the memories we have. There was never a bad memory, only.
Yeah.
That man was, never had a bad day. If you were having a bad day, he'll be right there next to you.
He was just the first one that had to be in the swimming pool.
Wait, what was that? What did you say?
Swimming pool. We got a house, and then in August we had to open the swimming pool, and this man got down to his bare skin and just jumped in this swimming pool, freezing cold.
Had to be the first one in, huh?
Yeah, very true. It was a good time, very good. He was a very funny guy. All right, Jason, we made it through the entire ride. An amazing ride. A lot of memories, but one of the safest and most organized rides. Did you single-handedly teach everybody in this ride how to block? I've never seen a ride where everybody knew how to block intersections.
No, I didn't have anything to do with it. The guys that we ride with is a great group of guys. They're veterans. They've been riding for years, and even the ones that haven't been riding for years they pay attention to us older guys. So, we establish who's going to be blocking. Everybody pretty much knows. So we know our roles, and we try the best to keep everybody safe and keep everybody on two wheels.
Well, we were behind you the whole time, and it was impressive to watch. It was seamless, very safe. Tell us about the ride that's going on in October.
Okay, so we'll have another ride in October 20th. Start out here at DT's R Bar. Unfortunately, it'll be another group of individuals that have lost their lives to motorcycle accidents. Unfortunately, there's not enough time in the day to cover all the accidents that happen across the county. So we try to dedicate at least 2 or 3 rides a year to the people who lost their lives during the motorcycle accidents. So we'll have another ride in October. Hope y'all can come out and join us. We need all the members we can get.
Well, Jason, thank you so much for having us. Thank you for putting on a great ride for just a great cause, making it safe. And if you want to come and do an amazing ride in October, these guys, I trust them 100%. So thanks a lot, Jason. It's been a great day.
All right, thanks, Andy. We appreciate you guys coming out and filming the ride. It was awesome having you here. We appreciate the support.
The attorneys at Leidendorf Law have over 100 years of experience in personal injury and wrongful death litigation. Call us at Leidendorf Law. Leidendorf Law, like family, because we are.
would you describe, in a nutshell, what is Texas Corral?
Texas Corral is more than a restaurant. It's actually it's a Texas-themed dining experience. It's good for the whole family if you want to come and bring everyone, or if you just want to come in and have a beer. It's totally fine either way.
And just like in Texas, everything is bigger here.
Absolutely. We have big beers, big samplers, but low prices.
So whether you're taking the family out to dinner, or if you just finished riding the back roads of beautiful southern Indiana with your buddies on the motorcycles, Texas Corral is the place to be. 2 great locations.
This is a standard lawyer commercial. This is a dramatic shot of me walking down the hallway. This is a stage scene of me talking to clients, even though they're not actual clients. This is the closing shot in my office, where I say my catchphrase looking professional and confident. Look, all lawyer commercials are the same, but not all lawyers are the same. Ladendorf Law has been involved in the motorcycle community for over 35 years, with many more years to come. Ladendorf Law, like family, because we are.
Welcome to Safety 101. I am Professor Anderson. We're in the classroom today and we're going to talk about the best lane position to take while you're entering and exiting a curve. All right, so the first curve we're going to talk about today is the constant radius curve. The constant radius curve. That means that it continues the same radius all the way through the curve. You have 2 different paths of travel you could take in a curve like this: an outside, inside, outside path of travel, or another preferred method would be the middle, middle, middle path of travel. Middle, middle, middle. The next curve we're going to talk about is the decreasing radius curve. This is your usual on-ramp onto the interstate. Another good path of travel to take on this is a middle, middle, middle path of travel to get you onto the interstate, or an outside, inside, outside path of travel and onto the interstate. The next curve we're going to talk about is an increasing radius curve. That means that the curve increases in radius as you're riding through it. Another good path of travel would be a middle, middle, middle path of travel, or an outside, inside, outside path of travel. The key to take any curve is to follow the 3 S's: search, setup, and smooth. In search, you want to look left and right and through the curve to make sure that there's no obstacles that could be in your path of travel. Setup, you want to make sure that you set your motorcycle up for entry into the curve using an outside path of travel and also an appropriate entry speed. And then following through with smooth, nice smooth control of the motorcycle through the curve. This has been Professor Anderson, and that is your Safety 101 class for today.
Motorcycle riders want the freedom of the open road. Unfortunately, other motorists often do not give riders the proper attention the law requires. Call us at Ladendorf Law, like family, because we are.
Vince, what do we have to look forward to this year with Flat Out?
Man, I'm trying to do something every weekend. Even if it's not a big, huge event, I just want people to have some place to go. Because I know sometimes I get on my bike and I'm like, where am I going to head? You know what I mean? So just about every Saturday, check our Facebook page, Flat Out Motorcycles. There's something on the print every Saturday, either an open house or an event. Today, our Indian Motorcycle Ride group met up here with some people that weren't involved in the group, and they rode up for the Run for the Sun up in Anderson.
Obviously, you have this beautiful Indian showroom floor that you guys have here, but there's so much more than that here at Flat Out.
There is. I mean, Kawasaki, Yamaha for your street bike stuff. If you've got, if you play in the mud or you got a farm, we got the Polaris, the Can-Ams. I mean, there's really something here for everybody. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be just motorcycles. You've got other hobbies that involve power sports, it's here.
Hey man, we're out here, there's a lot going on, but right now I want to do something. Every year, Steel Horse Thunder gives an award away. It's called the Extra Step Award. And we give it to somebody who's gone above and beyond to do something special for the motorcycle community. Now, as you know, we have been here at Heavy's Bar and Grill now, I believe this is our 5th year. Starting our 5th year here. And I can't tell you how much the reason it's so successful is because of this woman right here, Deb and Kyle and the rest of the Heavy's crew here. You guys go so far above and beyond. I've done a lot of other bike nights, but nobody's ever put so much effort into it like you guys have. The baskets that are given away when the bike wins a bike show, that's presented by Heavies. When we do the games, when Mel's not bartending and she's just doing silly games and drinking beer, Heavies provides that. They've done so much, even for all the charity rides that come through here on the weekends. They just go above and beyond. They do more than what they have to do to have a bike night, and the reason it's so successful is for what you have done, and I can't thank you guys enough. So it is our honor to present Heavy's Bar and Grill with the Steel Horse Thunder 2017. That's right, it's last year's award, because that's the budget we work on. But this is a 2017, 2017 Extra Step Award. This year she ain't taking no extra steps, so you better have enjoyed it last year. Deb, thank you so much.
Thank you. And this does not go to me. It does go to Heavy's Bar and Grill and all of you. Because if it wasn't for all of you and all of our staff, it wouldn't be here. And if it wasn't for Steel Horse Thunder, they are awesome, and I appreciate everything every one of you guys do as far as benefit-wise. You guys help so many people with so many charities, and there's so many people that don't even know that these things can happen if you're in a time of need. And I so appreciate everything you do, and there is no way I can do as much as you, but I do appreciate this, and thank you very much. Now I got to put another case in the bar. Thank you so much, you guys.
Can we hear one time for Deb and Heavies, the whole staff here at Heavies?
Well, we're all finished here at the Madison County Biker Died Here Memorial Ride. A great day with a great group of people, and let me put some rumors to rest. I'm not ever doing this again in front of the camera. Scott and Cindy can do the interviews from here on out, but I was happy to do it today. And remember, it's not what...
Whoa. That's our line. It's not what you ride.
It's that you ride.
All right, me and Dan have been following this ride, and it's been amazing. But it's amazing how quickly word spreads in the motorcycle industry. So... Dan, in an attempt to make the motorcycle riders feel better since they've been riding in 93-degree heat, jokingly told one of them, "We know how you feel, our AC is broke." That has now spread over the course of a few hours into everybody asking Dan why his truck doesn't have AC. So Dan, once and for all, does your truck have AC, or have we been riding around in blistering heat?
Well, Andy, let's find out. I think we've got AC.
We have AC, and it is beautiful.